friends, I'm Jess, and this is a message for people who follow me here, and if you don't follow me, that's fine to scroll on by. If you have been following me, you've been seeing some posts, and maybe you've seen a little change. I haven't posted as much, but the news that I wanted to share with you, that I am now able to share, is that I'm going through a lot of hurt right now because my mom has passed away. And I wanted to share with you because my mom was one of my biggest fans. She was my biggest fan in everything I did growing up, dancing, musical theater, all of those things. Like, she's always been the one to drive me and always been the one to support me. And when I got into school for musical theater, she made sure that happened for me because she's so proud of me. And the biggest thing for me that brings me so much joy is that my mom watched my TikToks, and I have to imagine that she's still watching right now, and she'd watch every video. She would join every live stream that she could. So if anyone who comes to my live streams regularly might know, she was in the chat often, and she loved this Lululemon community. She loved seeing your videos too. She watched lives more often than watching videos, but she was familiar with many people in the community, and if you were active in the chat, she'd recognize you. And if we talked about you, of course, like, she would know. So it brings me so much joy to know that she was so involved in my life and my life online as well. And I also made vlogs every day, of course, for fun and to capture my life in a moment. And I still plan to continue with vlogs, but they're going to be paused at the moment because I always love positivity, and I am so positive because of my mom. Like, this is something maybe you don't really realize because you wouldn't know her as well as I do, but she's always so positive. She has always been so positive, and that is why I wake up in the morning and I am a positive person, because she was too. And I started my vlogs January 10th of 2022 because Ryan and I moved to New York January 26th, 2022. And I did it in anticipation of moving. And I really loved to think of my vlogs, and will continue to think of them as a way to share with my family what I'm up to on a daily basis. And I used them as a way to document, but also to share with them because they're not with me close. So while I'm pausing my vlogs right now, I will continue them. And they're really honestly a tribute to my mom. So I don't mean to be down, but, you know, grief is a real thing. So I'm also keeping it real because I know lots of other people have gone through this. I'm not the only person to ever have to experience this. Most people are going to probably experience this. And I also understand that other people have different relationships with their parents, and I feel so lucky to have my parents as my parents. So I'm grateful for it so much, and I think that's why, of course, it's so painful. I will continue to post, of course, and don't be afraid to write messages to me. I will still be posting, and I will still go live for Lululemon drops, but Ryan is here to help me. And, you know, this is a really long video, and I really hope that you've made it to the end of it. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. And I'm sure I'll share more stories of my mom, and I'm sure I'll share more about what happened, but I will just say that it was pretty shocking and much sooner having to say goodbye than we thought. So I am currently still in Canada, and I will go back to New York because our home is there and all of our stuff's there. But for now, I'm going to be in Canada. And if you want to reach out to me with any tips on grief, let me know.